So 70% of pastors say that the Holy Spirit can work through artificial intelligence. Your initial reaction to that is what, Mike?
That sounds about right to me, actually. That people would want to believe that. Well, because I think overall, I was thinking about how I perceive that the Holy Spirit or God in general works in my life. And it usually has to do with things that I can't control or that are above the level of things that I understand. And so it doesn't mean necessarily that God is speaking through that, but it should pique your attention a little. You go like, this is odd. If we don't do, let's say we don't do coincidences because we know the creator of all things. And so like when things line up in a way, at least you should perk up and go, Holy Spirit, does this feel like something come from you? So like in that same vein, AI seems to satisfy a lot of that. Like we don't know, most people have no idea how AI works.
Right.
You know exactly what, like even people who are more attuned to it will be like, well, there's algorithms and probabilities put together and large language models that we're continually, and we say teach, right? Like we start giving it, we personify it, but it's not teaching, right? Like you're just refining
right.
and basically funneling the way that we would say, look, take that same answer and then color it so it looks like it's coming out of a guy from Northwest Boston or something, right? Like these are just sets of rules that are still human designed. But at the end of the day, if I were to go to any AI engine and say, hey, create me a dinosaur, you know, that also has a Rude Dog t-shirt on and he's given the hang loose sign as he travels through LA on a skateboard.
Yeah.
And then it kicks it out and you're like, wow. I wouldn't have thought of that in the way that it thought of it. It's like it just feels like it takes a lot of the control out of me and is put in a thing that I can't make it do exactly what I would ask it to output. Very similar to the wind or circumstantial meetings or whatever. So do I think that people could ask ChatGPT, ask Google, whatever, or the Meta AI or whatever, however they're interacting with an artificial intelligence and go, yes, do I believe that God could use this answer in a way to speak to me? And I thought I find this both dangerous when disconnected from His Word.
Yeah.
I also find it a possibility that if, let's say that it's not me, let's say that it's a teenage kid who has had zero parenting growing up or grew up in a disconnected household, and he finds most of his interaction through an AI, do I feel like God could get his attention